Hey friends, today we're going to talk about comparing and contrasting when you read. Now, for some of you who may have forgotten a little bit about what compare and contrast is, compare means you're looking for things that are the same in a story, and contrast means you're looking for differences. When we're in school, we use what's called a Venn diagram to show what is the same and what's different. Sometimes we like to compare and contrast two different stories. For example, this week when you go to read, you're going to be comparing and contrasting the book Cinderella with the book Cinderello. Today, I'm going to compare and contrast characters. We've done a read aloud in our classroom of the Berenstain Bears' Trouble with Grown-Ups. So I'm going to compare and contrast two characters from this story. I'm going to compare Mama Bear and I'm going to compare and contrast Papa Bear, which once again means that I'm looking for what is the same between these two characters and what is different. Our objective today is to be able to come up with one example of comparing and contrasting in your stories. Okay, here's a picture of a Venn diagram. I've decided to use two different colors because I find that it helps me keep things organized. So I've made Mama Bear the red circle and Papa Bear the blue circle. This is a picture of a Venn diagram, those two circles that are joined together in the middle. Where the circles overlap in a Venn diagram, this is where you write what's the same. When the circles don't overlap, that's where you're going to write what was different for them. So I'm thinking back to my story and I'm thinking, Mama Bear and Papa Bear were both very upset with the cubs at home. So inside, and I'm going to use, I think, purple for this. Inside of my Venn diagram, I'm going to write that that is the same. So both Mama Bear and Papa Bear were upset with the bear cubs. Now, I wrote that really quickly, so my handwriting is not the usual Miss Tremlett handwriting, but I wrote it in the middle where the circles overlap because that's something that is the same about both characters. Now I have to think about what's different. What's something that just happened for Mama Bear and what's something that just happened for Papa Bear? It's a difference between those characters. For example, I'm thinking that Mama Bear was mostly upset with Sister Bear. So I'm going to write Mama Bear was mostly upset with Sister Bear. And again, I'm writing really quickly, so it's not the regular Miss Tremlett handwriting. And you can see I wrote that on this side of the Venn diagram because it's true for only Mama Bear. That's a difference between the characters Mama Bear and Papa Bear. Now that I'm thinking about it too, thinking that Mama Bear was only upset with Sister Bear, I'm remembering that in the story, Papa Bear was mostly upset with Brother Bear. He wasn't really arguing with Sister Bear as much. So in my blue Papa Bear color, I'm going to write on his side of the Venn diagram, Papa Bear was mostly upset with Brother Bear. Okay. And I've capitalized the first letter in both of their names because names get a capital letter. And you can see I wrote it on this side of the Venn diagram because this is true for only the character Papa Bear. It's a difference between Papa Bear and Mama Bear. So just to review, this is a Venn diagram. It's a way you can compare and contrast characters in a story. If you're comparing and contrasting two different stories, you can do one story on this side, one story on the other. And remember, what goes in the middle is the same. So something that's the same between Mama Bear and Papa Bear is they were both getting upset with the bear cubs. A difference is that Mama Bear was mostly upset with Sister Bear, and another difference is that Papa Bear was mostly upset with Brother Bear. Now, I've met my objective because I gave one example of comparing and contrasting between two characters. If you wanted to keep going, go for it. Like, I could keep going and say, another difference is Mama Bear laughed at the play that the Cubs put on. Papa Bear was a little embarrassed and upset by what the Cubs did in the play. So their reactions, Mama Bear and Papa Bear's reactions, were a little bit different in the story. So that wouldn't go in the middle. That's a difference. Those are going to stay in the outside circles. I'm really excited to see how you guys compare and contrast your stories this week. And I'm looking forward to seeing all this amazing reading you're doing at home. Talk to you soon, friends.